Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, I will be explaining about the Adil Shahis of Bijapura. Before going into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. So without wasting time, let us get into the video. So as I said, in today's video, we are going to see about the Adil Shahis of Bijapura. Adil Shahis of Bijapura. So this is the last topic in your 5th chapter. So regarding Adil Shahis of Bijapura, they declared their independence from Bahmani Sultan and started their rule from Bijapura. So they were like feudatories under Bahmani Sultan. So they declared their independence from the Bahmani Sultan. Once the Bahmani Sultan was getting declined, so Adil Shahis declared their independence from Bahmani Sultans. And after declaring independence from Bahmani Sultan, they started their rule from Bijapura. Now the founder of this dynasty, the founder of Adil Shahis was Yusuf Adil Khan. Yusuf Adil Khan was the founder of this dynasty, and the dynasty was founded in 1489 century era. The founder of Adil Shahis of Bijapura was Yusuf Adil Khan, and it was founded in 1489 century era. Now we are going to learn about Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Ibrahim Adil Shah II. So one of the most important ruler of Adil Shahis of Bijapura, Ibrahim Adil Shah II. His time period is from 1580 to 1626 century era. So regarding Ibrahim Adil Shah, he was very famous as Jagat Guru Badshah. Jagat Guru Badshah. Ibrahim Adil Shah was very famous as Jagat Guru Badshah. He was a great ruler and he followed a policy of religious tolerance. He was tolerant towards other religion, that is, he accepted all other religions. And he wrote a very famous work, that is his book. His book's name is Kitab-e-Navaras. Kitab-e-Navaras was the famous book written by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. So regarding Adil Shahis of Bijapura, they declared independence from the Bahmani Sultans and they started their rule from Bijapura. Yusuf Adil Khan was the founder of this dynasty and he founded the dynasty in 1489 century era. Now regarding one of the greatest ruler, Ibrahim Adil Shah II, he was known as Jagat Guru Badshah. He followed a policy of religious tolerance and one of his important book was Kitab-e-Navaras. Ibrahim Adil Shah's important book was called as Kitab-e-Navaras. Now Ibrahim Adil Shah, he built Navarasapura. He built Navarasapura, and this was for the artist. So he encouraged artists. That is what we understand from this. He built Navarasapura, and this Navarasapura was constructed in Bijapura, the suburbs of Bijapura, and this was for the artist, for the encouragement of artists. And it is, we already said that he was a very tolerant king. He followed religious tolerance. It is said that this king worshipped some of the Hindu deities. So he worshipped some of the Hindu deities like Narasimha, Ganesha, Saraswati, etc. So all these Hindu deities also were worshipped by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Now the rule of Adil Shahis of Bijapura came to an end by almost about 1686 century era, and this rule came to an end with the conquest of Bijapur by Aurangzeb. With the conquest of Bijapur by Aurangzeb. Once Aurangzeb conquered Bijapur, the rule of Adil Shahis of Bijapura came to an end. Now Ibrahim Adil Shah, he built Navarasapura, and this Navarasapura was constructed at a suburb of Bijapura for the artist, and he also worshipped Hindu deities like Narasimha, Ganesha, Saraswati, etc. The rule of Adil Shahis came to an end by 1686 century era, and this happened with the conquest of Bijapur by Aurangzeb. So this was about Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Now let us see some of the cultural contributions of Adil Shahis. Cultural contributions. So what were the cultural contributions of Adil Shahis of Bijapura? First, let us see their contribution to literature. So regarding literature, which all language literature developed during that time? Arabic, Persian, and Dakhni Urdu. We have already learned about a dialect called as Dakhni Urdu. All these language literature developed during this time. Arabic language, Persian and Dakhni Urdu, all the language literature developed. Now there were also Sufi saints during that time. The Sufi saints always brought about Hindu-Muslim unity. Hindu-Muslim unity was brought about by Sufi saints. The scholars, there were many scholars during that time. Some of the important scholars, one scholar's name was Syed Ahmad Harawi. Syed Ahmad Harawi was an important scholar, and also another important scholar was Habibullah, another important scholar Abdullah. All these were important scholars who lived during the time of Adil Shahis of Bijapura. So in literature, Arabic, Persian and Dakhni Urdu literature developed. The Sufi saints brought about Hindu-Muslim unity during that time. There were many scholars like Syed Ahmad Harawi, Habibullah, Abdullah, etc. So all these people contributed to the development of literature during Adil Shahi's time. Now again there were two famous historians during that time. Two famous historians during the Adil Shahi period. One was Mulla Nusrati, and another famous historian was Ferishta. Two famous historians, Mulla Nusrati and Ferishta, lived during the Adil Shahi period. In this Mulla Nusrati, he wrote a famous work called as Ali Nama. The famous work of Mulla Nusrati was Ali Nama, and Ferishta wrote a famous work, that is Tariq-i-Ferishta. Tariq-i-Ferishta was the important work of the historian Ferishta. So two famous historians lived during the time of Adil Shahis. One was Mulla Nasrati and another one was Ferishta. Mulla Nasrati wrote Ali Nama and Ferishta wrote Tariq-i-Ferishta. So all these were the contributions to literature. Now next let us see the contributions made in the field of architecture. So in the field of architecture, the monuments built by Adil Shahis were basically Indo-Islamic style of architecture. The style used during that time was Indo-Islamic style of architecture. This Indo-Islamic style is also called as Dakkani style. Indo-Islamic style of architecture was also called as Dakkani style. Now if you consider some of the examples, the most important example was the Jami Masjid. It was built by Ali Adil Shah. Jami Masjid built by Ali Adil Shah. And this Jami Masjid was noted for, or it was very famous for its arches. It was famous for its minarets, huge domes, etc. All these were the features of Indo-Islamic style of architecture. So the Jami Masjid built by Ali Adil Shah, it was noted for its arches, minarets, huge domes, etc. So that was one example of Adil Shahi period architecture. Another example was the Ibrahim Roza. Ibrahim Roza. This was another important contribution to architecture, as this was the only Roza in India. Ibrahim Roza was the only Roza in India. And what is actually a Roza? A Roza is actually a tomb and a mosque. A tomb and a mosque built on a single platform. On a single platform, and it is surrounded by a garden, and there will be also fortification wall, that is for protection. Fortification wall will be there. All these together is called as a Roza. So Ibrahim Roza, which was the only Roza in India, was built during the time of Adil Shahis. A Roza is a tomb and a mosque built on a single platform, and it is surrounded by a garden and fortification wall. That is a Roza. This Ibrahim Roza, which is the only Roza in India, it was constructed by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Ibrahim Roza was constructed by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. So this was a very, very important contribution to architecture during Adil Shahi period. So Indo-Islamic style the architecture during that time was constructed, the buildings were constructed in Indo-Islamic style. This is also called as Dakkani style. Indo-Islamic style is also called as Dakkani style. And the Jami Masjid built by Ali Adil Shah was noted for its arches, minarets, huge domes, etc. Ibrahim Roza is another famous building. It is the only Roza in India, and a tomb and a mosque built on a single platform which is surrounded by a garden and a fortification wall is called as a Roza. And Ibrahim Roza was built by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. So it was one of the most important contribution. And another thing about Ibrahim Roza, another point about Ibrahim Roza is that Ibrahim Roza was called as the Taj Mahal of South India. Taj Mahal of South India. So you can understand the importance. So it is called as the Ibrahim Roza is called as the Taj Mahal of South India. Now another example for the architecture during that time was Mehtar Mahal. Mehtar Mahal. Mehtar Mahal is a 3-storied palace. It is a 3-floor or 3-storied palace, and it was constructed. This also was constructed by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. So Mehtar Mahal, it is a 3-storied palace. This was also constructed by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Now another famous monument during that time was Gol Gumbaz. Gol Gumbaz was Gol Gumbaz is a wonderful monument. It is at Bijapur. Gol Gumbaz, and Gol Gumbaz was built by Muhammad Adil Shah. Muhammad Adil Shah was the person behind the construction of Gol Gumbaz in 1656 century era, and Gol Gumbaz also has his tomb. The tomb of Muhammad Adil Shah also is in Gol Gumbaz. And the speciality of Gol Gumbaz is the Whispering Gallery. Whispering Gallery is the speciality of Gol Gumbaz, and it is said that the sound uttered in this Whispering Gallery echoes 7 times. It echoes 7 times. That is why it is called as Whispering Gallery. That is a speciality of Gol Gumbaz. Now other than all these examples, there are some more examples like Bara Kaman, Bade Kaman, Asar Mahal. So many examples are there which is important monuments during the Adil Shahi period. So Ibrahim Roza, it was called as the Taj Mahal of South India. Another example is Mehetar Mahal, which is a 3-storied palace built by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. The Gol Gumbaz is a wonderful monument at Bijapur. It was built by Muhammad Adil Shah in the year 1656 century era and is also his tomb. The Whispering Gallery is a speciality of Gol Gumbaz, and the sound uttered in this dome echoes 7 times. Bara Kaman, Bade Kaman, Asar Mahal, etc. are some of the important monuments which were constructed during Adil Shahi period. So all these are the important contributions in the field of architecture. Now just let us go through all the points once more. Adil Shahis of Bijapura. They declared independence from the Bahmani Sultan and started their rule from Bijapura. Yusuf Adil Khan founded this dynasty in 1489 century era. Ibrahim Adil Shah II, 1580 to 1626. He came to power in 1580 century era. He was known as Jagat Guru Badshah. He followed a policy of religious tolerance. He wrote a work Kitab-e-Navaras. He built Navarasapura, a suburb at Bijapura, for the artists. He worshipped Hindu deities like Narasimha, Ganesha, Saraswati, etc. The rule of Adil Shahis came to an end in 1686 century era with the conquest of Bijapur by Aurangzeb. Now regarding their cultural contributions, literature, Arabic, Persian, Dakni Urdu language literature developed. Sufi saints brought about unity among Hindus and Muslims. Scholars like Syed Ahmad Harawi, Habibullah, Abdullah were famous scholars. Mullah Nasrati and Ferishta were historians of those period. They wrote Ali Nama and Tariki Ferishta respectively. Architecture, the monuments built by Adil Shahis are in Indo-Islamic style. They are also called as Dakkani style. The Jami Masjid built by Ali Adil Shah was noted for its arches, minarets, huge domes, etc. Ibrahim Roza is another famous building. It is the only Roza in India. A tomb and a mosque built on a single platform which is surrounded by a garden and fortification wall is called Roza. It was built by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. It is called the Taj Mahal of South India. Mehetar Mahal was a 3-storied palace built by Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Gol Gumbaz is a wonderful monument of Bijapur. This was built by Muhammad Adil Shah in the year 1656 century era and also his tomb. The Whispering Gallery is its speciality and the sound uttered in this dome echoes 7 times. Bara Kaman, Bade Kaman, Asar Mahal, etc. are some of the important monuments. Now let us see a few important questions regarding these topics. Who is called Jagat Guru Badshah? Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Who wrote Kitab-e-Navaras? Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Where is Gol Gumbaz and who built it? It is at Bijapura and was built by Muhammad Adil Shah. Mention any 2 monuments of Adil Shahis of Bijapura: Jami Masjid, Ibrahim Roza, Gol Gumbaz, etc. Name any 2 historians of Adil Shahi period: Mullah Nasrati and Ferishta. Describe the progress of literature and architecture during Adil Shahi period. The answer is explained in the video. The points under the topic literature and architecture, both topic points you have to explain. This will come as a 5-mark question. So I hope you understood all these points very clearly. This was the last topic in chapter 5. From the next video we will be starting chapter 6. So if you have any doubts you can ask in the comment section. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and comments will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the next video. Thank you for watching.